if I ever need security, I think I know where to go for our next honorees. We're proud of some of our amazingly talented students. We're honoring Courtney Thomason and Casey Lambert. If you could both step to the podium, we'd appreciate it. On Saturday, March 11th, Courtney and Casey headed to Croswell-Lexington High School to compete in the MHSPLA Varsity Girls Powerlifting State Competition. At the end of the day, both of them had captured the title of individual state champions, an honor held by only the elite in each of their sport. Allow me to share just a brief glimpse into each of their lives. Courtney is a junior at Port Huron High School and has a current GPA of 3.8. She has been powerlifting for 3 years. In addition, she is active in volleyball, basketball, track, softball, National Honor Society, and is very involved in activities with the class of 2018. In all of her spare time, she also works at the Texas Roadhouse. Courtney hopes to be involved in powerlifting in college, wise choice, and plans to pursue a career in social work or corrections. Casey is a senior at Port Huron High School and has a current GPA of 3.0. She has been a powerlifter for 3 years. In addition, she's involved in track, fun fitness, the leadership class at Port Huron High. She's a freshman mentor and also a gym leader. Outside of school, she works at Burger King, and she plans to join the Army after school and then pursue a career in education as a health and PE teacher. Courtney and Casey also participated in the team powerlifting events at the state competition, assisting their team in capturing second place overall at the state meet. The team is coached by Melanie Taddy and assisted by Mr. John Johnson, who are both with us tonight. If you could stand, please. We certainly appreciate your work with our student athletes. And I also would add that the junior varsity team, also coached by Mrs. Toddy, captured first place at the state competition. So they had a very successful day. Melanie and John, thanks again for your guidance with Courtney and Casey, and as well as your other teams to such great success. And Courtney and Casey, you've achieved an accomplishment that every athlete dreams of. Something to be very proud of that you will always be able to remember and reflect upon. You've set the bar high for your fellow teammates and your role models for your fellow classmates. No one gets to this level of achievement without discipline, determination, and perseverance. And on behalf of the board and our entire community, we want to tell you how proud we are of you and wish you congratulations. Stay. Okay. We're going to have you just stay there so everyone can, just kind of soak in the celebration. We're going to next nominate and recognize, he's already nominated, we're going to recognize Mr. Mike Cook, who's a 5th grade teacher at Kewadin Elementary School. Now he's being recognized for some innovation, and he has a news crew here with him, and I'm going to ask each member of the news crew to take a stand and wave when I call your name. So first we have the master of the cue cards, Mr. Nathan Lasky. We have Paul the Weatherman Backless. We have Dylan Gorley, our production crew, in charge of the set. Lily Woodruff, photography and news crew. Also on photography and news crew, Nalani Broderick. Part of the production crew, Caleb Nordberg. First of our 4 hosts, Allison Ross, Preston Lee, Anthony Nuffs, and Kayla Patterson. We appreciate all of you being here tonight to support your teacher. Mr. Cook has been with Port Huron School since 2007, beginning first as a sub and then working with our after-school program. In September of 2012, he was hired as a teacher for the district. Mr. Cook is being recognized tonight for his innovative work to establish live morning broadcast of the daily news at Keewatin Elementary School. Principal Charles Lesser shared the following with us. Mr. Cook decided our school needed a live broadcast of the daily news events instead of just hearing them read over the PA system. He reached out to our local experts to find out how he could broadcast live from his classroom using a laptop, and the rest is history. We now have daily morning announcements that are streamed live into all classrooms. Once the broadcast is concluded, we post a link on our Facebook page so the community can keep up with the latest and the greatest at Keewatin. Teachers give high accolades to Mr. Cook and his news crew. Teachers have stated that the kids are more engaged with announcements because of the live video stream versus traditional PA system. Mr. Cook has created a culture in his classroom where students take the lead on quite a few great initiatives. For example, when fifth grader Paul Backless heard they were going to do the morning announcements live from their room, he volunteered to be the weather forecaster, and now we understand he's quite the celebrity at Keewatin. Just take a moment to view one of the broadcasts and you will see why we all love getting our weather forecast from Paul. Other students travel around the school for news stories and important reminders to keep our school safe, clean, and always an engaging place to learn. We are fortunate to have Mr. Cook as a dedicated educator that is not afraid to take a risk to improve how we communicate with our community on a daily basis. And we certainly couldn't agree more with Principal Lesser. Mr. Cook, thank you for your efforts to innovate in your classroom for our students, staff, and our community. Thank you. Thank you. Before our honorees shake hands and are congratulated by the school board this evening, I'd like to again thank Mrs. Brenda Johnston for her part in our monthly recognition. Mrs. Johnston is here representing Insurance Specialist Agency of Marysville, our local MEMIC agent. ISA is partnering with us in this effort to recognize outstanding students and staff, and will be presenting each honoree with a $25 gift certificate. Thank you for your partnership.